Hi, thanks for tuning in. This is clearly stated you are with vibrating minds. I want to go back to talking about the law of attraction, emotional scale, frequencies of vibration. If you go back to the video prior to this one, I was talking about fear. Fear is one, but there is also grief, despair, and powerlessness. And I do believe that if any of us are feeling these emotions, it's very, very tough for you. And you've got, hold on, let that go by. Yeah, so if any of us are feeling these emotions, and I mean, I did talk a little bit about fear in the previous video, not too much, but a little. I want to touch on grief now. I do know that pretty much all of us have experienced a level of grief to whatever degree, where some have experienced less than others, obviously. But if you take somebody like myself in my life experience, it's quite incredible to think that I wrote my own story because, just one moment, please. It's quite incredible that I wrote my own story because I don't think I didn't realize I had such an imagination, but it's quite incredible to think that I do. So I'm a pretty smart chickie poo given the story that I wrote myself. So needless to say, grief is part of my everyday. If I can say I'm an expert in anything in this world, I will guarantee you that grief is probably one of my keenest and most prized expertise. And I am not making fun or holding lightly to anybody that is grieving on any level. Okay. And you'll understand why in just one moment. Grief is something that my life experience has been through many a times. Many a times through various different types of grief. I have a lineage, an ancestral lineage of a lot of mental health issues, which explains a lot of the grief that I've experienced throughout my world. But yeah, I've experienced a lot of grief, a lot of family grief, a lot of, yeah. So I do understand grief. But I also understand that there's various types of grief, right? One moment. There's various different types of grief. And when I talk, grief is not only experienced through death, right? Grief is also experienced through loss of another person. And that person doesn't necessarily have to die for you to grieve for them. And grieving is just part of the human experience. And here's the other thing that I want to talk about as well. While I'm going through these scales and all this, I need to express this also is, you know, these emotional frequencies that we have. A lot of busy. It's a busy day today. I should have closed my window. Anyhow, what am I at? 3. Okay, good. All of these emotions are part of the human experience. They're not bad per se, bad, right? They're just not. What we need to understand is that we have to experience them. So we know how to navigate through the matrix, right? Okay, so I lost my 8-year-old daughter through the experience of cancer, right? So you have your role as the parent mom, parent dad, whichever, right? Grandparent can also be parents. Friends can be parents. Whoever is playing that parental role for that child that is passed. And now you need to understand the other aspect of this, okay? This 8-year-old child has also navigated their own lives. They wrote their own story. So your job is to help this child navigate through its own story. And because you wrote your own story, this child is going to help you navigate your story. You all have your roles to play, and some will be better at it than others, and that's okay. It's okay to lose in life, because losing allows you to have a better definition of winning. It's okay to fail in life, because failing allows you to have a better definition of success. But the only way any of this works is if you understand that every single emotion that you have has this side and that side. Your job through this human experience is to navigate them. Balance the yin, the yang, with a whole bunch of other people that you created contractual obligations up there before you arrived, literally, to help you navigate your role. We all have a role to play, and our job is to do the best job at it as we can. And we're going to make mistakes because it's an experience. It's an experiment. There's no right, there's no wrong, there's no good, there's no bad. There's no one religion better than another. There's no one belief better than another. There's no one culture, tradition. Nothing. We are all an experiment. And when you can get that through this, it gives you a whole different perspective on life that makes you understand you no longer need your boxing gloves. You no longer need to be battling because life is not against you. It's actually the opposite. Everything within the frequential spiritual realm is clapping for you. It wants you to succeed at your written story. It wants you to succeed. Why? Because we're all here working our own karma. And the more rich, beautiful our experience is, the better the experiment becomes. We've made many different earthly choices. Humanity has really tainted itself. And now it's time for the new earth to come in and start cleansing and healing humanity. And I think this is where I play my role. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, we're going to continue down this law of attraction emotional scale idea. So until next time, we're going to go into despair and powerlessness. I'll put them all together. I think we can put them both in the same pile. But as for grief, there's many different aspects of it. If you guys want me to touch deeper on it, please leave me a comment in the comment section and I'll be more than happy to dive into it a little bit deeper for you and go into the grief and understand my grief and all the experience that I've been through with my grief. If you guys are interested in my story, please let me know in the comment section, please. I'd love to hear from you, let you guys know. So again, thanks for tuning in. Clearly stated. Until next time, take care.